Since 1762, people have gathered on the feast day of St. Patrick to celebrate their homeland, their heritage, their identity, and their character. Usually, more than 150,000 men and women march up Fifth Avenue to honor the patron saint of Ireland, St. Patrick, a man who dedicated his life to the service of others. This year, the Green Line up Fifth Avenue is a virtual one, but the celebration is real. Join us. This is the 260th St. Patrick's Day Parade celebration.
Hello everybody, and on behalf of the St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee Incorporated, it's my great pleasure to wish you Bannocht La Féile na Pádraig. I hope that you are going to have a very blessed and happy St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day, of course, would find us on Fifth Avenue. We would have the best seat in the house. But unfortunately, no parade this year. So we've come to the second best place. We've come to our own home and we welcome you in. You know, St. Patrick is the patron saint of Ireland. He's also the patron saint of New York City. And hopefully next year we will have the biggest and best St. Patrick's Day parade that we ever had. My name is Tommy Smyth.
And I'm Treasa Goodwin Smyth. Benacht lá le fádraig gachéine. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and you're very welcome to our home. The parade has a dedication each year. This year is dedicated to the brave first responders and essential workers who have done an amazing job keeping all of us safe. Each day, they put their own safety on the line to keep us safe, and we thank them sincerely. This year also is the 20th anniversary of 9/11. When so many lost their lives. We promised we'd never forget, and we will never forget.
And now we're going to meet some of the honorees for today. Our first honoree is a gentleman who has a massive career in the labour movement. He also has a very positive profile in all aspects of life in the United States. He's the US General President of IUOE, and he's also our Grand Marshal for today, James T. Callahan. Well done.
And the New York City Health and Hospitals Cooperation are playing a major role in this pandemic. And we are so happy to have Christine Flaherty, the Senior Vice President of the New York City Health and Hospitals Cooperation.
Well, the sanitation do a great job of keeping our streets not just clean, but to keep them safe, especially during all that snow we had. And we're delighted to honour their Commissioner, Edward Grayson.
And Northwell Health has been in the forefront of this fight since the pandemic started. We are delighted to have one of their RNs, Katie B. O'Neill.
And 20 years on, and the Port of Authority will never forget that awful day when they lost so many brave members. We are delighted to honour a sergeant from the Port of Authority, Thomas J. Ryan.
Our parade is always in good health. Helping us achieve that is Dr. McGlynn.
And you know, we have a man here who is a very, very proud native of Cork. He's delighted to be in New York, where he has built himself an unbelievable reputation. Very, very compassionate. And he's here and he's been honoured as the Pelham Funeral Home proprietor, Clive J. Anderson.
Another Northwell representative, he is the physician's partner, Vice President Dr. Brian McKenna.
And the Emerald Guild have been driving force in making sure that New York stays Irish. We love to see them on St. Patrick's Day. They're a great sight, and we are honouring their resident manager, Joseph M. Daggett, today.
Representing the Archdiocese of New York, who have been a great supporter of the parade, Vicar for Clergy, Bishop Edmund J. Whelan.
And speaking about clergy, well, during the pandemic, TV Mass has been a godsend for so many people. And we are delighted today to honour Sean Kennedy. He's an executive producer of the Catholic Faith Network.
The Fighting 69 are always to the fore when it comes to the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Leading the 69th is Colonel James Tierney.
New York Bravest earned their stripes not today, they earned them every day. They're renowned around the world for saving so many lives, and we are delighted to honour Battalion Chief Edward P. Bowles of the New York Fire Department.
Representing New York's finest is Megan O'Malley, Deputy Inspector of the New York Police Department.
And when you go into the corrections department, they face crisis every day, 24 hours a day. And we're honouring Robert F. Ellis. He's a captain in the New York City Department of Corrections.
Keeping the flag flying for Northwell is their nursing executive, Patricia Farrell, MSN RN.
You love those nurses, don't you?
I certainly do.
And in a time when the city was difficult to get around, they said, hey, take a bus. And if you took a bus, you might have run across John Farrington. He's an MTA bus operator and a past TWU representative.
The Maloney family has always been associated with the parade for many decades, and we are delighted to have Edward Maloney keeping the family tradition alive. Edward is a sergeant of the New York State Courts.
And this next honoree is named after one of Ireland's youngest patriots. He's the Home Healthcare Worker, IUJAT. He's their business agent. We're delighted to honour Kevin Barry.
As we said, this year is the 20th anniversary of 9/11, a day none of us will ever forget. We have today the Director of Security of the 9/11 Memorial, John T. Conroy.
Well, you know, the St. Patrick's Day Parade would not get on Fifth Avenue without people like Sean Lane and without people like Hilary Byrne. There are a lot of people involved in the parade. They're all volunteers. Hilary Byrne, well, he's known far and wide, from northern Spain to northern Ireland. The name Hilary Byrne is synonymous with the St. Patrick's Day Parade. In fact, on the 10th of March, he had his own day in Westchester County. Can you believe Hilary Byrne had his own day in Westchester County, March 10? So, Hilary, you had your day on March 10th. Now it's time for you to step forward and have your say on March 17th.
Welcome, everybody, to New York City's 260th St. Patrick's Day celebration. This year, we are delighted to honor all the first responders and essential workers. They have done amazing work in the last year during the pandemic. And we will recognize a number of individuals who are truly deserving of the word hero, like all the heroes all across the world for the past year. We will pay tribute not just to them, but to the people who we've lost this year. Many of us have lost dear family members and friends, and we know that next year, when we come back to New York City to march in person, all that we have lost in this last year will be marching with us as we march up Fifth Avenue in spirit. Please enjoy the show. We have a great show set up for you, and go to our website to look at the virtual parade, the virtual journal, and while you're at it, if you'd like to honor the brave men and women who have fought this pandemic over the last 12 months all across the world, go to our Facebook and pay a tribute to them with a photograph and a greeting or a memorial for those that we have lost. On behalf of the entire board of directors, the parade committee who has worked so hard this year to put everything together virtually, all the marching groups, the bands, the bagpipers, the schools of Irish dancing, the Emerald Societies, I wish each and every one of you a very, very happy and healthy St. Patrick's Day. And we look forward to you at meeting you in person in 2022 on the greatest avenue in the world, Fifth Avenue, in the greatest city in the world, New York City. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Well, hello, everybody, and happy St. Patrick's Day. My name is Andy Cooney.
And I'm Ryan Cooney.
And we're so delighted to be with you. We can't be on the streets of New York partying and having a great time, but at least we can be with you in this way.
Absolutely. We're so blessed to be with you today, and also to have written and recorded this song over the trying times we've been going through.
Well, here it is. We're all in this together.
We can't hold hands, we can't embrace. We need to keep our distance and space.
We have to try to abide and unite the human race.
This is our time to come together
and show our love for one another. Because we're all in this together, and together we are one. We know that it won't last forever if we're all in this together. We never know what comes around through all the ups and all the downs.
we must stay strong, stand our ground, although the world seems full of doubt.
Let's persevere
And conquer fear
until the day we all can cheer. Because we're all in this together, and together we are one. We know that it won't last forever if we're all in this together.
we're all in this together,
All this together,
and together we are one.
together we are one.
We know that it won't last forever, because we're all in this together.
Yes, we are.
And together we are one. We know that it won't last forever if we're all in this together. We know that it won't last forever if we're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
Manhattan College has been shaping the greatest city in the world since 1853. But what you'll find here might surprise you. It's a small campus in a big city. It's where strong values meet open minds, knowledge becomes innovation, and changed lives become unbreakable bonds. Because when you welcome different perspectives, you rise above the expected and the world follows. That's the Manhattan Experience.
Welcome back, and we are delighted to say that we have a message from the President of Ireland, Michael D. Higgins. May I send my best wishes to all members of our wider Irish family in New York. I am aware that for many, the past 12 months has called for a certain resilience and an enormous sacrifice as you played your part in meeting the challenges of COVID-19's pandemic. This has been an exceptionally difficult time to remain separated from loved ones, unable to travel home or to welcome families to your new homes and communities in New York. I would very much like to assure you that our Irish family in America has been very much in all of our thoughts as we go on this demanding journey. I wish each and every one of you a happy and peaceful St. Patrick's Day. Michael D. Higgins, Uachtarán na hÉireann, President of Ireland.
And I am going to read now, folks, a poem written by Patrick McDonough from his book The Little White Cloud about the fighting 69th. I have read this poem over the years on St. Patrick's Day on TV as the 69th march by. And here it goes. Come to my window, children dear, there's music down the street. The tune I hear is Gary Own. It thrills from head to feet. Banners wave, the soldiers come. The cheering rends the sky. It's proud I am this days of days. The 69th goes by. My father answered Lincoln's call, and yours went overseas. There's Irish spirit urged them on to fight for liberty. Though far from us in glory graves, our hero kindred lie. They're back in command ranks today. The 69th goes by. Look nearer now, they're marching past. Oh, glory to the fore. The flag they gave their lives to save, the fairest evermore. We'll keep the trust our fathers kept. Their watchword, do or die. God bless the guardians of our land. The 69th goes by.
And they're also the guardians of the St. Patrick's Day Parade, and we look forward to welcoming them back on 5th Avenue next year. A man who never hides the fact that he is Irish. He's very proud of his Irish ancestry. In fact, Mass at 8:30 in St. Patrick's Cathedral, many people say that's the start of their St. Patrick's Day, and what an occasion it does be. And we are delighted to hear from Cardinal Dolan, and we also heard from the Senate in Ireland.
Lá Féile Pádraig Chonadíobh. As the chair of the Senate of Ireland, I'd like to wish a happy St. Patrick's Day to the 70 million people of Irish heritage around the world, especially the 40 million of those living in the United States of America. During this year's 260th St. Patrick's Day Parade in New York, the oldest St. Patrick's Day Parade in the world, even though we celebrate virtually this year, we honour the emergency workers and first responders across the globe. As the first responders and frontline workers in America, Ireland and around the world lead the response to the pandemic, the 69th Regiment has led the New York St. Patrick's Day Parade down 5th Avenue for 3 centuries. The famous Fighting Irish Regiment was once led by Brigadier General Thomas Francis Meagher, the creator of our national flag. The Irish flag and its poignant message of unity and peace between our communities still resonates today. St. Patrick's Day is a celebration of Ireland and Irishness and allows us to connect with our global diaspora. From the home of the Irish Parliament, I would like to wish you all a safe, happy and peaceful St. Patrick's Day and look forward to celebrating it with you in person in 2022. Banach Dí na Féile Pádraig Oribh Galair.
Hey, a blessed St. Patrick's Day to all of you, everybody, and congratulations on the 2021 parade honorees. Cardinal Timothy Dolan here. Thanks, first of all, to the first responders and the essential workers for their service this past year during the COVID-19 pandemic. What a brilliant move by our St. Patrick's Day parade leadership in choosing you as our heroes, as our special honorees this year. Boy, do you ever deserve it. And prayers as well, in remembrance of all those who have lost their lives and were injured as we approach the 20th anniversary of September 11th, 2001, 9/11. Can I let you know, all of you on the parade committee, how deeply I appreciate your hard work. Best wishes to all those around the world for a blessed and happy St. Patrick's Day. Boy, it's something special here in New York, but I know that festivity is shared throughout the world. God bless you. St. Patrick, pray for us.
We are in Armagh, Northern Ireland. We're up in the old province of Ulster. These 2 churches are both called St. Patrick's Cathedrals, both the seat of the 2 main Christian denominations on the island of Ireland today. Armagh's the old ecclesiastical capital of Ireland. It's here that Patrick came to, right onto this hilltop, Ard Maha, the height of Maha, in the 5th century, and had a vision that this is where he would centre his church. And a church has stood here ever since. Patrick chose ancient pagan sites. And we're just 2 miles west from that Owen Maha Navan Fort. You can see it from the hilltop here.
The Navan Centre is a place which would have been known as Owen Maha. It's one of the royal sites of Ireland, a place where the kings and queens of Ulster would have lived from 1200 BC to 400 AD. By the time St. Patrick came here, Owen Maha would have still been a place of great significance. And in its past, it would have been a place of ceremony, a place of worship, and Patrick would have realised that. So really this was a fantastic place for him to establish his Christian church.
St. Patrick was a Celt. We can be sure of that. He was a Celt. And therefore he understood the perspective of the Celtic peoples in terms of their concept of nature, of the universe, and their place within that.
St. Patrick's message would have been Christianity. The pagans were very strong, very powerful, their whole practices were very powerful, but Patrick was bringing Christianity to the island of Ireland.
Well, St. Patrick's Day is a celebration not just of Christianity, but also of traditions and customs that probably existed pre-Patrick, and it's really a celebration of Irish history and Irish culture.
It's a persistence that never fades. It's a restlessness to care for others, to do more, to set the example by being it, to question assumptions, uncover doubt, and erase any hesitation to act. The question isn't what you want to be, it's who. That's why we choose Fordham.
Fáilte, and you're welcome back to our presentation on St. Patrick's Day. We miss you all. We miss the dinner dances. We miss seeing everybody at all the various Irish functions. We didn't realise how important they were, but I'll tell you one thing, we will be attending them next year, and we will be at the parade as well. You have some more messages?
I have, Tommy. A man who has spread the Irish culture far and wide. In fact, he has been so successful, there are many St. Patrick's Day parades in Japan. There are over 17 parades alone in Tokyo. Hideaki Makimura is the chairman of one of the parades, and he was honoured by the President of Ireland, Michael D. Higgins. He sent us a message to the people of New York. Dear friends in New York City, he says, Happy St. Patrick's Day from Yokohama, Japan. Congratulations to all the honour guard of the 2021 St. Patrick's Day Parade. In this troubled year, we send a special message of thanks and appreciation to all first responders and essential service staff for their dedication and commitment to protecting us all this year.
And of course, as you all know, the people involved in the parade, everybody from Sean Lane down, everybody are volunteers. Sean is the chairperson of the parade, and you know, it takes a lot of money to put a parade on Fifth Avenue. So if you can donate, the parade would be more than happy to receive your donations. All you have to do is go to their page. It's New York St. Patrick's Day Parade.org. You know, this supports the scholarship. It also supports St. Patrick's Day Parade on Fifth Avenue. And this year, there is a very, very special pin. It has the insignia of all the honoree groups. It's definitely a keepsake. It's going to be popular for the next 100 years. You will get all the information on it when you log on to their website, New York St. Patrick's Parade.org. If you give something, they will be delighted. If not, we'll still be on the avenue next year, but we are thankful very much for your support. And remember, that beautiful pin, it's a keepsake. You could even buy it as a gift for people.
Yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful pin. I love the pin. The United Irish Counties Association of New York, Inc. This is the umbrella association for all the Irish counties and many other organisations in New York. They've been helping the Irish in New York since 1840, and their current president is Rita Leyden-Linz. Let's hear now from the United Irish Counties.
Hello, my name is Rita Leyden-Linz, and I'm president of the United Irish Counties Association of New York. I'm joined this evening by members of our office, our executive officers, our board of directors, auditors, and trustees. On behalf of the United Irish Counties, I would like to wish everyone a very happy St. Patrick's Day. Michael?
Michael O'Reilly, representing Cavan and the United Irish Counties, wishing everybody a very, very happy St. Patrick's Day, and we'll get to meet in person.
Donica?
Donica Costello, member of the United Irish Counties, representing the Kingdom of Kerry. I'd like to wish everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Neil and Mary?
Mary Callahan, trustee, United Irish Counties, matron delegate. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Neil Callahan, the recording secretary for the UIC, wishing everybody a virtual happy St. Patrick's Day, and we'll see you in 2022, God willing.
Kathy Hogan.
Kathy Hogan from the United Irish Counties, the Clare Association, and also hello from the Galway Association. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone.
Madeline.
Madeline Conlon from the County Carlow Association, wishing everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day. Stay safe and well till we're on the avenue next year, God willing.
Ray.
Raymond Conlon, past president of the past president of the Flag Association. I wish everybody a very happy St. Patrick's Day, and hopefully we'll see you in 2022. Okay.
Joe?
Joe McManus, past president of the United Irish Counties, delegate on behalf of County Leitrim, wishing everyone a happy and healthy St. Patrick's Day.
Kathy Maselli.
Kathy Mitchell-Maselli, representing Leitrim, the United Irish Counties Director, and Ladies AOH Division 29, wishing everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day. Hope everybody has a good day. Stay safe and well, and hope to meet next year.
May.
May O'Driscoll from the Rebel County of Cork. I'm delighted to join with all the other members of the delegates of the United Irish Counties to wish the blessings of St. Patrick and all, and enjoy the day. And until we meet again, God willing, on the Avenue in 2022.
Betty.
Betty McLaughlin, Mayo Delegate, past President of the Mayo Society, past President of the Irish American Centre in Mineola. Want to wish you all a happy St. Patrick's Day and looking forward to 2022, please God.
Geraldine.
Geraldine Murphy from the County Clare Association, wishing everyone a happy and healthy and safe St. Patrick's Day.
McBride, President of the New York Donegal Association. I want to wish everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day, and I hope to see everybody in 2022.
Thank you all so much. Again, we wish everybody a happy and healthy St. Patrick's Day, and so we can meet on the avenue again.
Hi, Moya Brennan of Clonard here, wishing you all a happy St. Patrick's Day. I know you're not having your parade this year, but I have really fond memories of when I was there with you some years ago. There I was, opening St. Patrick's Day parade on 5th Avenue, singing the song I'm going to sing you in a minute, and then joining the Donegal Association in the parade, which was absolutely great fun because it was a door band from my own area playing down 5th Avenue, and that was really exciting, and it was fantastic to be there. I really, really enjoyed it. It was my first time being there in the parade, and I hope it won't be my last. I'm really thrilled as well that you're honouring the frontline workers, care workers. They're absolutely amazing. What they've done through, particularly in the last year, is just extraordinary, and we do honour them everywhere, and we appreciate them, and it's lovely that they are respected and appreciated in so many ways. So with this song, which is Éireann Gramachrí, I'm wishing you all La Féile Níl Pedric, happy St. Patrick's Day.
In the evening sun, when my daily work was done, I rambled to the seashore for a walk, and I being all alone, I sat upon a stone and gazed on the scenes of New York. Oh, then Éireann Gramachrí, you're the only one for me. You're the fairest that my eyes will e'er behold. Now St. Patrick the shamrock will be worn in my own native land so far away. Oh, then Erin Gramachri, you're the only one for me. You're the fairest that my eyes will e'er behold. You're the bright star of the west. You're the land St. Patrick blessed. You're my dear little land so far away.
Climb of glory. My name is Major General Brian Menace, coming to you from Kabul, Afghanistan, here with some great mountain warriors from Fort Drum out here defending freedom. We want to wish you the best in the celebration of St. Paddy's Day and the New York City Parade. We hope you have a great, safe time, and we just want to say thanks for all you do to support us here and the frontiers of freedom. So burn it down and climb the glory. To the top!
Hello, brothers. I'm John O'Connell. I'm on the AOH National Board and the New York State Board, and we're gathered here tonight to wish everybody a great virtual St. Patrick's Day parade. And so let me go around the room, so to speak, and introduce everyone. James O'Malley.
Hi, I'm James O'Malley. I am the AOH Orange County aide to the Grand Marshal this year, and very proud to thank the emergency responders, health workers, and all that helped us get through this pandemic. And everybody a great and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you. Thank you, James. Stephen Lemansky.
Hi, Steve Lemansky, President of Suffolk County Division 11 and the Suffolk County aide to the Grand Marshal, wishing everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day and congratulating our first responders and emergency workers for their hard work, who are being honored as this year's St. Patrick's Day honorees.
Thank you, Steve. Tom Costello, Deacon Tom.
Yes, I'm Deacon Tom Costello. I'm the chaplain for the Nassau County AOH, and I want to congratulate all our first responders on such a wonderful job they have done, and certainly a happy St. Patrick's Day to all.
Thank you, Deacon. Tom Byrne.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm Tom Byrne, New York County aide to the Grand Marshal and New York State AOH Treasurer. Thank you to all our essential workers, first responders, and medical personnel for everything you have done during this pandemic. Congratulations to Grand Marshal James Callahan and all the honorees. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Dennis Grogan.
Good afternoon. Good evening. Dennis Grogan here from New York County AOH Board. I'd like to congratulate all of our essential workers and healthcare and first responders for being the Grand Marshal this year. Happy St. Patrick's Day and keep us going strong.
Thank you. Ed Valinsky.
Greetings and happy St. Patrick's Day to all. I'm Eddie Valinsky, Kings County President, HI Burnians. I'd like to congratulate all the first responders for what they do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ed. Tom Gray.
Hi, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. My name is Tommy Gray. I am the Richmond County President, AOH. And on behalf of my board, I'd like to thank everybody for their hard work and congratulations to all of the first responders and all of our emergency workers. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you, Tom.
I want to do it again.
Jack O'Brien.
Hello, I'm Jack O'Brien, President of the Nassau County Ancient Order of Hibernians. I'm congratulating all the parade honorees. As we honor a missionary, St. Patrick, we thank healthcare providers and all the essential workers for their missionary spirit and those who cared for patients into their last moments. You have truly shown a respect for life. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. Edmund Burke.
Yes, my name is Edmund Burke. I'm the president of the AOH in Orange County, New York. On behalf of the brothers in the 4 divisions in our county, I want to wish everyone a wonderful St. Patrick's Day, and I want to send our thanks to all the first responders and emergency workers who have gotten us through this tough year of the pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. And thank you all, Hibernians. And I think we should also thank all the hard work that goes into creating the parade every year by all the hard workers and volunteers, in addition to those that we've already thanked. So thank you, gentlemen, and happy St. Patrick's Day to all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy St. Patrick's
Thank
Day.
you.
Manhattan College has been shaping the greatest city in the world since 1853. But what you'll find here might surprise you. It's a small campus in a big city. It's where strong values meet open minds, knowledge becomes innovation, and changed lives become unbreakable bonds. Because when you welcome different perspectives, you rise above the expected and the world follows. That's the Manhattan experience.
Hello, my name is Alison Metcalf, Executive Vice President North America with Tourism Ireland, and I'm here to wish you a very happy St. Patrick's Day. While this year will be very different and we won't be out and about on the streets of New York and lining Fifth Avenue, we will certainly still be celebrating Ireland's National Day at home and connecting with friends and family online, celebrating the very best of Ireland's rich culture through the huge array of virtual events and festivals planned, with musical and artistic performances from around the island of Ireland. In the meantime, we're getting ready to roll out the green carpet, and we look forward to welcoming you back to the island of Ireland as soon as possible. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Ireland's latest attraction, the Wild Atlantic Way, stretches from Donegal in the north to Cork in the south, encompassing all of Ireland's Atlantic coastline. There's lots to experience along the Wild Atlantic Way. Adventure and stunning scenery await around every bend. From clifftop views to great hikes, and from historic cities to picture-perfect coastal villages. Traditional Irish culture and some of the best surfing in the world.
Surfing is a great thing to do in Lahinch along the Wild Atlantic Way.
And the Wild Atlantic Way is an Epicurean's delight, with unique opportunities to sample hand-harvested seaweed treats from wild Irish sea veg, locally caught and smoked salmon at the Burn Smokehouse in Lisdon Varna, and steps away, some of the best pub food you'll ever find. Be sure to stop at the Claire Jam Shop for truly unique flavors of jams, jellies, and marmalades, and at Lanala Cafe for ice cream, courtesy of the cows across the road. That's just a sampling of the many delectable treats that await along the Wild Atlantic Way. And after the Wild Atlantic Way, you can continue north onto the Causeway Coastal Route, another journey of discovery where you can follow in the footsteps of saints, warriors, and poets through the beautiful glens of Antrim and along the Causeway Coast, where many of the scenes from HBO's Game of Thrones are filmed.
Well, hello everybody, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you. My name is Andy Cooney, and a special thanks to the St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee for having me. Thank you. I've got a great New York Irish song I'm going to do for you right now. It's written by Terry Winch from the Bronx, New York, and it's called When New York Was Irish. I'll sing you a song of days long ago when the people from Galway and the county Mayo and from all over Ireland came over to stay and take up a new life in America. They worked on the subways They ran the saloons, they built all the bridges, and they played all the tunes. They put out the fires and controlled City Hall. They started with nothing and wound up with it all. They were ever so happy, they were ever so sad to grow old in a new world, through good times and bad. All the parties and weddings, the Kayleys and wakes, when New York was Irish, full of joy and heartbreaks. You could travel from Kingsbridge to Queens or Midtown, from High Bridge or Bay Ridge, from uptown to down, from the east side to the seaside. Sweet summer scenes, we made New York City our island of dreams. They were ever so happy, they were ever so sad to grow old in a new world, through good times and bad. All the parties and weddings, the Kayleys and wakes, when New York was Irish, full of joy and heartbreaks. When New York was Irish, and I think New York is still pretty Irish, filled with joys and heartbreaks. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Have a great St. Patrick's Day, and we'll see you again real soon.
And you're welcome back, and indeed we are very happy to be with you today. Treasa, we're looking forward to next year's St. Patrick's Day parade already on 5th Avenue.
Oh, we certainly are, Tommy. We miss seeing everybody. We miss you folks. We're sending you lots of virtual hugs from our home to your home. We can't wait for next year. We can't wait for the first Irish activity, and we're all going to be at it, that's for sure.
Yeah, we certainly miss meeting everybody at the dinner dances and all the various Irish functions up in Gaelic Park, wherever they are. And speaking about Gaelic Park, Manhattan College in the Bronx, it has actually been in New York since 1853. And when you talk about colleges and where they rate in terms of success in the United States, they're always very high on the list. They have been great friends of the St. Patrick's Day Parade, and we are delighted to introduce their president, Brennan O'Donnell.
Greetings from Manhattan College, and happy St. Patrick's Day to all. Manhattan has a long and proud tradition of participation in the parade. In a normal year, we would be 500 strong, students and alumni, marching up Fifth Avenue to the beat of our award-winning pipes and drums. This year, we're proud to do our part in order to try to keep our city as safe as possible, along with our honored first responders, our essential workers in so many important areas of the city, and of course, our healthcare workers. Thank you, God bless, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Manhattan College has been shaping the greatest city in the world since 1853. But what you'll find here might surprise you. It's a small campus in a big city. It's where strong values meet open minds, knowledge becomes innovation, and changed lives become unbreakable bonds. Because when you welcome different perspectives, you rise above the expected and the world follows. That's the Manhattan experience.
Happy St. Patrick's Day from the
And of course, some of the great events in Ireland and in the United States always includes Irish dancers, and there's nothing like the Irish dancing in New York, as you just saw. So, you know, it was great, Treasa, wasn't it?
Oh, fantastic. 7 Irish dancing schools across 5 states have worked together to create a festive routine for St. Patrick's Day, and we just seen it to share with hospitals, nursing homes and organisations.
Ahern Sheehan School of New York, the Fitzpatrick's Academy of New York, the Hagan Kavanagh School of New York, the Lynn Academy of New York and New Jersey, the O'Grady Quinlivan Academy of New York and Pennsylvania, the Sabo School of Pennsylvania, and the Thorne Academy of Connecticut. They met and they danced for hours long on Zoom with the choreographer Kelly Fitzpatrick, TCRG, and she was really impressed with those spirited kids.
Oh, they were just wonderful. The USA Irish Dance Alliance is a regional branch of An Comhairle. It's the biggest Irish dance governing body in Ireland. While St. Patrick's Day is always the busiest time of the year for Irish dancers, live performances opportunities have slowed down this year during the pandemic. The schools banded together to create a performance to distribute to places they would normally be visiting during the season to spread the spirit of St. Patrick.
Well, they got together, they went to a very famous Irish spot in Queens. It's Anton's Catering Hall, and the owner, Mickey King, offered his venue to the dancers. Mickey and Joe have been very kind to the Irish community. He was so happy to have the dancers there. He said he even felt emotional about it, and he said it's great to see cultural events return to our very safe space.
And we all miss each other this year, and the dancers especially, they all missed each other dancing together and missed their friends. One of the dancers, Fallon O'Brien, aged just 11, of Fitzpatrick Academy, we saw her there just dancing with her brother Desmond. She said this is a lot of hard work, but she worked hard for weeks and weeks, and she so enjoyed it. She so enjoyed being back with her friends who need a smile. She wanted to share that smile with everybody. And her mother, Bridget O'Brien, she's worked so hard on the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
No question about that. And now we're going to take a little bit of genealogy. We also have a very big secret for you. If you want to know where the last shillelagh maker is in Ireland, you know that blackthorn stick? If you want to know where it is, we can tell you. But don't tell anybody else, please, because we don't want to be overrun. It's in Shillelagh. Can you imagine? Shillelaghs are made in Shillelagh, and that's in County Wicklow. So let's check in on what goes on there.
When you come across, prepare your oral family tree, what you've heard and what you know, what you've got documented from that side, the names and the people involved with as many dates that you can confirm, and then have a plan exactly what you want to find out. Because some people just want to find the county, other people want to find the town, some people want to find the farmhouse where they were living. I always advise people that it's not like Who Do You Think You Are and other genealogy programs. The records won't drop down onto the desk in front of you. Be prepared to do some hard work. One of the things I always promote is to join a local based family history society. Ours is the North of Ireland Family History Society. It's got 12 branches around the Northern Province, but also includes the 3 border counties that were in the ancient kingdom of Ulster. Here in the north of Ireland, we've got one of the best public record offices based in Belfast in the Titanic Quarter that is really setting the standard for archival deposits and making those available, including some collections that are online.
The secret I always find is to follow the townland that your ancestors lived in. This is the smallest administrative area which we have in our records, and very often, although your family may not be indexed as living in that, if you look at the records about that townland, you often find them mentioned around the margins. They have been there. They may not be the guy who owned the land or even the guy who rented the whole townland, but he'll be there and you'll find him if you look hard enough. It is true that a lot of wills and old parish records are not available anymore. There are ways around that. There are lots of records and they may be harder to look because they're not in a standard format, but they do exist and it is very, very worthwhile. As you say, if you can trace a family back or a property back for 400 years, which we can do fairly often, there's a lot of records out there and a lot of information about your ancestors. The thrill of standing on a piece of land that you know that your direct ancestor stood on 400 years ago is hard to beat.
Nestled in the heart of Ireland's ancient east lies the town of Shillelagh, home to one of the last traditional shillelagh makers. Situated on Main Street is the Old Shillelagh Stickmakers, run by local man Liam Keeley. The skill has been in Liam's family since the time of his great-grandfather.
A shillelagh is many things to many people, but originally it was something like this that I have in my hand here, a weapon used in open warfare. Cudgels, clubs used in battle, you have fighting sticks, walking sticks of various types. We use blackthorn, and the reason being nowadays that it has the highest ratio of lightness to hardness of any wood you can find anywhere. It makes it ideal for use as a weapon, gives it a perfect balance and strength, so it's light and accurate. Being made going back thousands of years, but became more prolifically made from around the 7th century. When the people of this area reintroduced the use of them rather than long spears, bows and arrows. They became forest dwellers to protect their territory, and that's sort of when the modern concept of shillelaghs was first really perfected. Shillelagh sticks take between 3 and 5 years to process. My father learned the art from his grandfather back in the early part of the 20th century. My great-grandfather was a renowned stick maker. We take a huge pride in making them properly, and I think that's what I'd like to get out there, that we make real shillelaghs.
Here, our journey is accelerated with this energy overflowing all around us. We are wide awake with a constant urge to engage a restless city. To step outside and walk 8 million paths, where one moment can transform everything. That's why we choose Fordham.
Welcome back, and unfortunately we have to wrap it up there. All good things must come to an end, and we have kind of run out of time here.
Yes, we certainly have. Welcome back to our home. Thank you, folks, for joining us today.
I know it's 12 months away, but it can't get here quick enough until we get on Fifth Avenue again and we can celebrate Ireland's national saint, St. Patrick's Day, and also the patron saint of New York. And my closing words to you is test negative
and stay positive, folks.